Hi everyone, it's day 20. I hope you're done Christmas shopping. All right, let's see what we have. All right, door 20 is over here by Santa. Let's see. Oh. There is 2 sets of stamps in here. Oh, I like this. So it's a split heart that you can put words in. And it came with, love you, just for you, me and you, be mine. Ooh, this is nice for Valentine's Day. All right, I can work with this. See you in a minute. All right, so these are our 2 stamps from the door today. And they're kind of fun because this is it's an interchangeable stamp. So you can put these 4 different Valentine's love sayings in here. So you could use it for anniversary, you could use it for Valentine's Day. I'm not sure how I'm going to use this yet, so I may leave this greeting on the front blank. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp this one 4 times with each of these, and I'm going to put it on the inside of the card in kind of like an accordion type thing. So when I measured this heart, it measures is it 2 1/4, somewhere around there? Well, a little less than 2 1/4. So when I found the best size piece of paper, the smallest one I could do and still get it on here, was 2 3/4 by 2 1/4. And that fits in there pretty nice like that. The reason why I chose that is if we make a 5 by 7 card, and here I have some panels from some paper I just had in my stash. So if I take a 12-inch piece of paper and cut that and fold that into 4ths, that's going to be 3 inches a square. So then if I have 4 papers like this, and I can have what I'm going to stamp in the middle here. And that will all layer up. So these will be 3-inch panels with the matte and layers on the inside. So this is, let's go through the measurements one more time. So this I ended up cutting 2 1/2 by 12, and we're going to score this every 3 inches to get 4 sections. So we're going to score this at 3, then at 6, and at 9, all right, so now we have 4 sections, and this is going to be folded like this. So these 2 will be glued to here. So when the card folds, it will all be inside, and then when it opens up, it will open up like this. And I'm going to put a different one on each, a different saying on each panel. All right, and these will be glued down here. And this is 5 by 7 on each side. So this is 4 3/4 and 6 3/4 for each of these papers. So let me glue these in and get that done. Now this paper is lined, so I need to make sure that I have the lines all lined up. There we go. All right, so that will be our inside. We put this to the side while we work on this. All right, so these panels are going to go on here. And these panels are 2 7/8 by 2 3/8. And I had to go with a skinny one so I could make the 12 inches fit here. All right, so we will glue those on after we stamp these 4. So let me get the stamping platform. All right, so let's see what we have here. So let's get our first piece of paper, and these are 2 3/4 by 2 1/4. So they will go in here. And I'm going to stamp the heart first. I don't know which way is going to be easier to do it, but I am going to line this up so I won't have to move the stamp. So on here, I have markings. They're not very visible on the camera. So I am going to line this up with one of the lines on the side. That is not straight. There we go. And I will put this on here. I am going to draw a little line here. I remember where I put it. Pick that up and let me grab my black ink. Okay, and this is the Gina K ink and obsidian. All right, let's see what this looks like stamped. And I haven't decided yet if I'm going to color this in. Oh, that looks very nice. Okay, so pull this off. We should be able to just put the next one in. Stamp it up. All right, so there's our 4 hearts. Done with this. So now we have to decide, do we want to put the lettering in black or do we want to do it in a different color? I think I want to do it in a different color. So let me grab some different ink. All right, I'm going to try dark carnation and see what this looks like. I don't think that's straight. You know what? I am going to try something Gina K does. I am going to put a piece of acetate in here and hold it down. I'm going to stamp onto this and make sure this is straight. I am not convinced that it's straight. No, look how crooked that is. The stamp is crooked. All right, give me a minute to straighten it out. All right, let's try this again. Let me wipe off the acetate. I'm going to put the acetate back on here. I ink this up. Let's see if it's straight. Nope, the U is still too high. That's better. All right. That's better. And that is just the little piece of acetate that came with the stamp. See if it's okay. That's still not completely straight, but I think that's as straight as that's going to get. All right, let's move on to the next one. Let's look at it first. That one looks straight. That's straight. There you go. All right, so when you do this at home, just check your stamps and make sure they're straight. All right, the third one. This one looks straight. And number 4. All right, that's all inked up. Bring in our panel that we have the 4 parts to. Are 2 7/8 by 2 3/8. And then these are the 2 3/4 by 2 1/4. All right, so we put these on here. I'm trying to decide if I want to rough up these edges. I think I will. This is just a crappy opinion edger. They sell on their website. Let's see. Yeah, that gives it a little bit more. And I may even take this . Yeah, that finishes it a little bit more. All right, so we'll do that. Here's some ink on my hands. Close this on paper inside it. right, now let's glue everything on. Now let's see. Let's see if any order makes more sense than another. I think Just For You should be first. Just for you, you and me, be mine, love you. I think that's the order. I will put them in. And we're just gluing these in the middle of each rectangle. Okay, so there's our 4 panels. Now let's bring in our card base again. So now we will have this when it opens. So this one will get glued down, and this one will get glued down. These will be, let's see, I'm going to put it right here and right here. And let me close it to make sure it closes and doesn't stick out. Yeah, I'm going to move it in a little bit because it kind of showed a little bit when I closed it. So I moved it to matching the edge of the paper instead of the edge of the card. Yeah, that's better. Now it doesn't stick out. Yeah, so that's the inside. And if you don't have paper that has something printed on it like that, you can take a message, just a regular stamp, and stamp it in here. Let's see, it stands like that. All right, now let's put something on the outside. So I have the same red paper that I used for the inside. And the 12 by 12 paper that I cut on this, I had 2 of them, so I had enough to cut another panel here. So these 2 are going to go on top of each other. So this is a 5 by 7 card. So this is 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. We'll make this 4.5 by 6.5. All right. So I have this in my stash, which cuts out all these little hearts. And I was thinking of putting it on the front like this. So I think I will cut that out. So I took a piece of the orangey red that's in the card, and I'm going to cut it out of this. So this has no cutting edge around the outside, so if I just cut this, it would just cut it into the paper. So I am going to line this up, grab some tape. About there. Put some tape on the other side so this doesn't move. And I'm going to cut this out with the machine. All right, so this die here, most of the hearts come out. We'll knock those on here. Guess we decide we want to use them. But the other hearts here in the middle are attached. So this just kind of comes up like this. And for the life of me, I am not sure where I got this. There. All right. So now I need a square slightly bigger. So this square is 2 3/8. Yep, 2 3/8 by 2 3/8. So I will cut something 2.5 by 2.5. Yeah, so not 2.5, 2 3/4. So I cut this 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. Yeah, and that gives it just a little bit of a border. And it is 2 different papers, so it does look different once you put it on the front here. So I'm going to glue this down, and then underneath here, I'm going to put a little bit of the 3D glue gel to make sure these hearts stay up. So I need my fine tip bottle. That should do it. I'll line it up with this. Right. I will take a little bit of 3D glue gel. All right, so I'm just going to put a little dab of 3D glue gel underneath each of these. There. So once that dries, that will hold it all in place. We have our card front, and I'm just going to attach this for now. I'm not sure what sentiment I'm going to put on here. So I'm just going to glue this on here. I need to let that 3D glue gel dry. I keep smashing it every time I touch it. Alright, so that's going to sit on the front like that. Then when I decide who I'm going to give this to, I will put a greeting here on the bottom. And then on the inside, it has all 4 just for you, you and me, be mine, and I love you. So here we go. There's our card. So until tomorrow, as we get ever closer to Christmas, stay crafty.